What's up, all you weird, pretty faces? Even though I can't see y'all, because the lighting here is really interesting. Kind of overcast, but it's very shiny. I don't know. And I was watching one of my old videos, and it was on etymology, and I know a lot of my work is predicated upon using language in a very peculiar and fun way. And people were asking me to do a 101 again on etymology, and I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna try to. I'm on a melamine table, and the phone keeps slipping. So hold on a second. Let me see if I can find a way to stick this phone in the right. Maybe I gotta flip it over. Let me see, guys. 1 second. It's not gonna work that way. Here we go. What up, Stabber? Yeah, I was going over my old OPQ. What's up, everybody? I was going over my old OPQ and explaining where the alphabet really originated from, and it got me really to digging in a little deeper, unearthing some things for people, because I remember this is like 8 months ago I did this, and I was just reading over the comments because I don't get all the comments, so I was like, oh man, a bunch of people really wanted me to do more on this idea, and so I could verify it. People think I just say some shit, and it's unverifiable about why the origination of the alphabet wasn't A. And it might have been B, but it's probably O. And I can explain it a little further. So what's up, Ahava? So we got a few people in here. This beautiful Sunday, not very sunny afternoon, even though I'm wearing sunglasses. It's only to get rid of a little bit of the sharp contrast. I don't know, it's just like it's a strange overcast. Anyways, so I guess there's enough people in here. Usually I wait till like 5 minutes. What's up, freak? I'll just start this right now and go right through it. And let me verify this. Starting with the origination of the alphabet is the letter O. And where I started was the beginning of everything. What you say is oh my God, Om. You say Om. You throw up the sign. The orgasm, the zero, the empty field, the vortex of everything comes out of nothingness. So when we place the zero first, and if you go through the numerical system, if you coordinate A through Z, 1 through 26, find out what O is, and then you can find out what the coordination with the number would be. So there's a new number and coding system connected to what you'd call O. O is 0. So 2, or the first letter after that, the first letter was P, which is for the penis or the pussy, or the protruding nature of things. And then the next letter is Q, which we see as a 0 which is an egg being punctuated or punctured by a semen. So the Q is the query or the quest ion, which is the 0 and the 1 getting together to make that egg inseminated. So after you have the OPQ, what you have is an R. So once the baby comes out, the baby is an R. It stands up and it has 2 legs. This is why you see the R as having a head and then 2 legs, one standing in front of the other. So this is the R moving forward. And then you have the next letter is S, which is energy, QRS. S is all of the energy. Once that comes out of the egg and starts moving forward, you have the energy of all of these systems, the S's, the S words, the snake-like substances. And after you S something, what is the next thing that you see in every historical document? It's the snake wrapped around the 1, or a cross, which is a T. So this is why the snake bit in the apple. The snake was speaking to Eve. The snake didn't bite into the apple, although if we really get into it, the snake is wrapped around the egg, or wrapped around the cross. So on the cross is the T. The T is the S wrapped around the Trinity, or the man on the cross, or the woman on the cross, which is your body. So it's the snake energy wrapped around your body. So now we've went from OPQRST. And so once you're all that, what do you become? You become a vessel or a cup. You are you. You become a vessel for all the energy that was wrapped around the cross. Is this not so? And after you become all of that energy, what do you have then? You have a cup usually full of wine that Jesus produced, which was red wine, and how would what contains the strongest blood, the strongest energy? The virgin. If you have intercourse with the virgin, blood comes out. So that's the V, which is back into physicality. So now do you see a storyline? I'm not just making this up. I mean, I am making it up as I go. Don't we all just make it up as we go along? But there's certainly some signposts within the English language that will tell you that maybe we started at the wrong point. Because now I'm at V. A V is an upside down A. So you started your alphabet with A. I'm getting into the V right now, which is 5. I'm at 5. We went O, element O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Right? Now we're at the letter V. And we're gonna double the V. So now you want two of these vessels. So here we go. I'm not gonna explain how this works because I'm having a glass of wine, some vino, back to the V's. So you take the V and you W it, so you have Volkswagen. So the V as a double V is a value of 5 and 5 to get 10. Now if I take those two V's and I invert them, what I have is an X. An X is two V's inverted. So I have a V, and then I have two V's, and then I have a V inverted upon itself, which gives me an X. And then we take another one of those V's and we add a little stem to it. It becomes that wine glass or that chalice, which is a W. So where are we at? UV. Well, I mean, let's not talk about UV rays from the glasses. UV, W, and then X, and then Y, because the Y is the chalice holding up the wine glass. And then what's the last letter? It's electricity. It's Z. It's energy. It's a 0-point field. It's all of that. So that's a little bit I got, y'all. Came to this new little wine bar in this weird part of town. There's all these fancy boats and rich people and cool shit. And I'm at a wine bar. I was gonna go to the cigar bar next door, but I didn't even really want to smoke like that. So what up? I figured I'd just leave this wide open and we could go on with the alphabet in a little different way, where maybe I can decode words for you, or just simple symbols and letters and ideas. So if you guys give me some words that you can't quite figure out where they came from or what their meaning is, I can attempt to assist. So was that any good? I don't know. I didn't want to go too far with the I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. I'll see you shortly. Yeah. I mean, so because if I just decode everything, then it doesn't make your brain work. So start with the U and the V, and then you'll start to see the connections being made of why do we double they say double U, but isn't it double V in another language? So what is that about the raising up of the V? First you put the V and then you double the V, and you could get into the doublemint twins, you know, and then you raise up the V. So what up, Skyhopper? The hermaphrodite. What's going on, man? Let me see who's here. Let me see what you had to say anyways. What's up? I am Jove. I haven't seen you before. What's going on, man? A woman. What's up? I know. What's up, Plato? I think you might have actually. No, you weren't the one that said it on the video, but I was like, somebody that always came to my videos a while back. I ain't seen you a little bit. How you doing? What's up, Freak? What's up, Leo Slayer, as always? What's up, Kia? I am Jupiter, or Jove, however you like it. Ahava. Talk transgender from birth. What's up, Lies 21? Lies 21. I'm not gonna do that again. I already had way too many. I did that transgender video. I made a joke about it, just digging into it. And I'm not gonna do that anymore, because I had like 6,000 words. Somebody wrote me like a fucking a goddamn novel on me making a joke about hermaphrodites. I mean, they gave me a lot of good information too, but it was just like I couldn't really understand what the fuck they were saying. Now I'm not gonna do transgender from birth. We'll do that I'll do a strict video just based on that. But I don't have that in me right now. I got a glass of wine in me. I had some tequila from earlier, and I'm just kind of having fun today. I'm not gonna get real deep on the transgenderism and all that shit, you know. But I will. I mean, I've done that before. So, what's up, MK the Bear? Thank you, man. It's good to see you. Language again. Well, you can decipher language in a few different ways. Language for me is lung gauge. My gauge of my lungs. Other people play with it. A lot of people play with it to do with the land, like a land mass or a LAN line, like a internet LAN, right? And you got gua age. I like that. I've never heard it broke down that way before. The how else has it been broken down before? Well, I mean the angles or the English lung gauge is is a little different than other lung gauges. But then the confusing part is in other lungages or luggages, you know, carrying around this ability to speak, they don't call it language, so you can't really say it the same way. But I think it has to do with your gauge of your lung. How much gauging do you have towards your lung, or the age of how much you have to. So there's that. Yeah, lies, twin. When I do it another time, you know I will. What's up, PMIs? I am Joe of Mandela Effect, perhaps. That's crazy you just asked that. Unless you listen to my phone calls or whatever. I was talking to somebody earlier who, we were talking about the Berenstain Bears, and my best friend in the world, Amy, said she has a friend that works for the company. And this is just on the low. I didn't put it out there like that, but he said she works for the company, and she was part of the project too a few years ago. And this is only maybe, like maybe you know, it was a drunken night, maybe something was misheard or whatever, but to change the Berensteins to the Berenstains. But I was like, that was never actually what's occurred in this reality. As far as we can tell, the whole Mandela effect, the whole Berenstain Bears enigma, that means no one can find anything anywhere that says Berenstein. Everything says Berenstain. And she is under the impression that she was part of a project 5 years ago to go and change all of the books over. And I was like, why did that matter 5 years ago? They weren't even writing books 5 years ago. Jan Berenstain, or Stain, whatever her name might have been, they were making books in what, the 70s and 80s? So I was like, if this is so, I'm gonna put her on blast. You're gonna have, because I know some people that their whole project, their whole channel is about the Berenstains and the Mandela effect. And I've already broken down what the Mandela effect is, because it's the Mandala effect. So we're all changing timelines regardless, so it doesn't really matter to me. But if she was part of a project to change the name, I would like to know about it. So I've already, the Mandela effect, I am Joe, the Mandela effect, or Mandela, is a mandala. It's a look into my old work. A year ago, I did a whole video on what the Mandala effect is, and it's about changing time. It's about creating clocks. The Mayans were part of the Mandala effect. They created time differently, so therefore they went to a different harmonic system. They used different fractals. They used different shapes. They put that on a two-dimensional surface. They focused on it, and they put themselves into a frequency that was part of that mandala. Now what we've done is we've changed that over to Nelson Mandela. So all of a sudden it goes, oh, Nelson Mandela, and they forget that they're creating mandalas just by speaking. I'm right now on this phone. If I could show you, I have a mandala right there on the back of my phone. As I speak, I'm creating mandalas. I'm creating vortexes, and so do you. But if you keep going, oh, it's Nelson Mandela, and you think of some black guy that is supposedly died 6 times or whatever the fuck, then you've missed the point of your life and the point of creating your own clock and your own vortex and your own experience. Because your experience has nothing to do with Nelson Mandela. It has to do with mandalas. Mandalas everywhere. You're just shaping mandalas. Yeah. If you pay for anything, but you know, we live in a society and a system that if you're paying, you know what, it lies 21. If you're paying for your internet, if you're paying for your phone right now, you're a slave too. So don't disassociate with what you think water is. My language is water to your ears, and you're paying for it. You're paying for your phone bill right now. You're paying for water to hit you. I am your memory system. I'm your memory banks. I'm your Lord Banks. I'm Lloyd Banks. So don't think for a second that the liquid that you get from paying for your water, I piss into a glass and I drink it. That's free. You have to listen to me. You have to plug the phone into the wall. So you're paying for your electricity? Yeah. So you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying that to anybody that thinks for a second that the whole system doesn't require each other to work. We're all part of the same exact. We're all plugged into Mother Earth, or we're all hovering above it. We can choose to do it either way. How we get those biosurvival units, those credits, those little biosurvival chips. That's different for everybody. Yeah. So Pia. Yeah. There you go. Chakras are wheels. The chi cars, or the she cross. So I mean, well, what you have there is arcs and chi. So chakras are chi arcs. They're arcs of energy, and you can adjust each one of those. If you think you have 7 of them, then you have 7 of them. If you think you have a chakra in each one of your eyeballs, then you have extra chakras. If you have chakras in your wrists, if I have them in the palms of my hands and in every one of my fingers, I can do different things. But people that think they have 7 of them, then they're stuck within the construct of and the confines of what the number 7 means. 7 is a slice or a sliver or a salver or the undertaker. It's cutting the shaft off. Now that's all fine and good, as long as you know what the 7 is, because then you eat what the 7 made, and then you plant those seeds and it becomes a 9, and then you can start the system over at 0, unless you know how other numbers work. Most people just stop at 9 and then recycle it. You can make new numbers. There's not only a system based on 10. There's a system based on 12. There's a system based on, well, what you'd call 12. 12 would be their 10. There's a system based on 360, where 360 would be their 10. But because you have most people have a binary system in the mind, they deal with 2s, and most people have a binary system and a 10-base system. It's really the same system, because 1 and 0, that's what they're dealing with. But other people are dealing with 12 systems. 12 systems are based on 3. And so look at the oldest mathematics, the oldest tribal units, tribal. So we have a Bible system, which is a Bible, or a Bible, which means 2. Tribal system are based on 3, which means the number 3, because they had respect for the child. They had respect for the next system down, which was actually triangulation. That was true triangulation. Now what we have is a Bible system. It means man and woman, man and woman, man and woman gonna argue, man and woman gonna argue. Friction, friction, friction. Forgetting completely about the fucking fact that they have a child. And so that Bible can go back and forth all day long with the red and blue, screaming and bitching, and that's hooting and hollering, 1 and 0, bink and bong and ping and pong, and 1s and 2s and blacks and whites and ups and downs, and fuck all that shit. If you tribal system, you care about the children. You care about the elders too, differently. But the elders would have cared about you. But in a Bible system, ain't no elder. It's this. The elders stick to the elders, the next system, the next system, the next system, and they can't remember. They can't remember anything. There's no memory system in There's no memory system in a Bible system. Memories don't exist. You have to have a tribal system to have memories. Memories have a foundation of a triangulation system, which there's a point of reference. For me to make the harmonics of water exist, I have to be making a noise for the sound for water to actually vibrate. There has to be a tri-local system, which is the tribal system. So everybody's got balls. You got balls. I got 3 balls. Have your 2 balls. Everybody wants to. You want to talk about hermaphrodites? I got 3 balls. How about that? Yeah, Kia, there you go. When people write from right to left. They're recreating future to be future in the past. Here, let me do this one for you, Kia. Here's the story that if I believe that I came up with anything original ever in my life, it's based on other people's work, but it's this: that if you take your right hand and you're using English and you're taking your right hand and you're putting it across your left shoulder, which is what you're doing on a piece of paper, and you take that and you start writing from left to right, what you're doing is you're pulling from your memory and you're creating out of your memory. So you're pulling across your body into the future from your memory system, which then becomes what's called a rota-learning system or a rotating system. You're creating a wheel that is a memory system that cannot get outside of its own memory system, because you're pulling from your right brain. Or excuse me, you're pulling from your left brain with your right hand. You're pulling from your left brain with your right hand. See? I'm pulling from over here. So I can only pull from the things I already know. So if I can only pull from the things I already know, then I can only know what I've already known. I can't know anything new. Now you have other languages that use their left hand or write in upwards, or maybe write downwards, or maybe write in the opposite direction. Now if I use my left hand, which is more creative, which is feminine, the female doesn't know anything. She's zero. She's in infinite everything. If I take my left hand and I start pulling in the opposite direction, I'm taking from creation, because I'm taking from memory to creation. If I take from memory to creation, I can only create what I have memory of. Now, if I go from creation to memory, I'm taking out of an empty grab bag with my left hand, out of my right brain, which is my feminine aspect, which is my creative journal, which is empty, and I'm pulling in the opposite direction. And I'm pulling out of blackness. I'm pulling out of the zero. So you use your left hand to pull out of a zero field. And you're going in it's not opposed, it's going from memory to creation or creation to memory. So by using your left hand and your right brain, you're creating out of nothingness into what becomes then a memory, a new memory, a brand new. You become like Anubis. So there you go. There you go, Lies. I've never paid for anything. That's damn right. That's the first lie that everybody tells. I never paid for anything. How about this? I'll say that in reverse, because you said your lies were 21. I've never paid for anything. I've always paid for nothing. How's that? Hey, Skyhopper, where you just said Zen will see it, what was I supposed to see? I must have overlooked it. I apologize if I did. What did I overlook at 421? 7 is definitely illusion. Yeah. Yeah, you see what's up, Lies, 21. Yeah, languish. Thank you. I know. That was the other one that I was looking for. Languish is correct. Mm-hmm. I am Jove. As I'll always say, gematria is not the first source. Gematria is only a place of verifying findings, and even that is just it's a third source. Gematria hopes to combine letters and numbers. Letters and numbers were never supposed to exist. Let's start there. Letters weren't even supposed to exist, but we have to make some sort of handle on the English language, or any language for that matter. So we create symbols that kind of represent the shape of the sound that we're making, and so which is part of what a mandala is. We shape sound out of our mouth. If I were to go speak onto this right here, the surface, you'd make a shape. It would be a cymatical shape, and then we take that reference of that shape and we create a letter out of it. Now, we did this in 3 dimension with fires. We did this in 3 dimension with waterfalls, so you got your fire and water languages. But we could do it on paper to give us what our letters are, or our ladders. The ladders. Numbers are the hinging of that, right? So we hinge the number to the letter, which gives us gematria. So we're so far away from the actual source creation. All we use gematria is to just say, hey, can we verify this? We can verify. Like, I've watched people use gematria to say stupid shit. I've watched a lot of channels say everything is evil because they found that this one thing that they took this gematria coding and said that, well, here's what's actually being said, and it's all evil. And then I went and I actually went and redid. I mean, I should just fucking make these videos for people, so just let people know that people that are using gematria are doing it all fucked up. They're using it for like ill-gotten gains.
Refill, or you doing okay?
I'll be in 1 second and probably get some beers.
Okay.
Thank you, baby. So people are using gematria to give people a fear-based mindset. Because I took their work, and instead of using, I took all of their work, and all I did was look up the gematria coding, and I found the opposing words, and I made a great story out of what they told as a bad story. I used all of their work. I've looked at everyone that's done this gematria work, and I've changed every one of their stories into something good. You could do it with anything. It's just, what are you choosing to use what variable of this language? It's not even good or bad. You're just changing whatever the language is. So you can verify something to some degree using gematria. Yeah, there you go. Nothing is paid for it. What's up, Living Chrono? The Living Time. What's up, Unstance? Hey, got to the bottom here. What comes from the mouth? I don't know. Where does it come from? The things that come out of the mouth. What's up, Christian Nova? The things that come out of the mouth. Do you know how many? I did this in the last, maybe 2 videos ago, when I was doing that reading from Don Tolman's book. Do you know how many things have to work together for me to make any noise out of my mouth? Do you know how many muscles? Do you know how many systems I have to have an economy of the mind. I have to have my vocal cords working. I have to be thinking. I have to have my stomach working. I have to have my muscles working. I have to have so many different... my ears have to work properly. If your ears don't work right, you can barely speak. I have to be able to hear what I'm saying, to analyze what I'm saying as it's being reverbed and rebroadcast on my ear, so that way I can once again speak and think that, did I just say the right words there? Did the right tone and vibration come out? Could you imagine being in a room where you couldn't hear what you were saying? Have you ever heard a reverb on the phone when you're talking and you just can't talk because it's in the... how do you talk like that? So the amount of information that has to come across my entire system, and that I have to organize to speak to people in this kind of fashion, is fucking out of control. Like, I had to come here today to speak because this is a different energy setup. This is a different vortex of energy. Because I was bored of where I was. I had nothing to say new there. Something new here is a new type of energy. It's a new smell. I get a new sense. I get a new aroma. That aroma right there causes me to speak differently. Should I have more wine, or should I get a beer? I think I want a beer. I don't want to drop all of my cash on fucking wine today. Why do they call it cache? It's like a cache in your computer. It's built up, stored memory charges and information. Yeah. So check it out, guys. I'm gonna bring you inside. I hope this doesn't turn off. And I'm gonna go grab myself a beer. So you guys gotta give me a couple seconds. If it does turn off, I promise I'll come right back for the broadcast. I could probably leave us out here. I mean, yeah, there's not even enough money in here to pay for anybody else's tab. Let's go inside and do this real quick. I'll bring you with me. Baby, gonna make you my home, and all the Let's see what we got here. We have... Oh, yes. Yes, they have it. Oh. The grizzly pear or the... Oh. Yeah, you have some amazing beers up here.
Yes. Yeah, we try to keep as many craft
Have you had that the habanero?
I have not actually. No.
Look at that.
I've had that. I
That's
really like that. I really like the IPA too. The flesh and blood one. Both of those are really good.
Are you into sours?
Some. Like I can have one, and then then I'm done. But yeah. But I'll have to try that. I do like spicy, so that might be good.
And this here?
I've not had that one either. So.
All right, this was the right choice then. This is what I'll have.
Okay. Thank you. Put that on your bill.
Thank you. Now this is okay outside. I'm not gonna break this or throw it at somebody or no. Okay.
No breaking no rules.
Okay. I broke all the rules. I make the rules. I'm a lawmaker over here. Okay. There we go. Back to the beginning. Where were we? Yeah. Ain't that nice? Since the audio glitched with me, yeah, that's superpowers right there. So what did I get? I got some grizzly pear, yo. I just had this really really sweet Riesling. I really love Riesling, but I've come to realize I don't like sweet things too much anymore when it comes to alcohol. And the Riesling was way too sweet. And I know this is about to be super sweet too. Oh, this has elderflowers. Somebody asked me yesterday about elderflowers. And look at this. I've never had any elderflowers. Hard cider with elderflowers and pear. Well, that's dynamite. I could dig it. What's up, Danny Scarluck? What's up, Journey of Enlightened Path? Yeah, the spicy, we'll see. I wanted to go see a movie by myself. I don't know if I'm gonna make it there. I wanted to eat the shitty ass popcorn and watch the Avengers. Anybody seen the Avengers? That new one, the Infinity Wars, whatever. Rape. That's funny. I know. The I was doing a little research into ayahuasca and the rape. So funny. Isn't rape just basically like tobacco and a bunch of different elements snuffed? Isn't that what that is? I am Jove. It was good. Yeah. Should I go see it? Should I wait for it to come to my house, or have I had ayahuasca? I am ayahuasca. Do you not get this yet? You don't have to go take the plant, you could just listen to the plant. The living vine. It's very funny you asked. Somebody had contacted me and said, "Yo, let me come stay with you for a minute, and I'll pay for you to go on a retreat with me. I'll pay for your whole shit, like the whole thing. I'll pay to stay with you. I'm gonna learn from you." And just a couple days ago, I was like, It's like you must not understand yet. So what are we doing here? What's everybody want to know? I got this beer and one more for you guys, and we'll see if I can make it to the movies. I don't want to have to be pissing every 15 minutes in the movies. I don't want to spend fucking, you know, $12 plus the popcorn and, you know, get in the theater and have to piss every 10 minutes. You know, that's terrible. When I sit down for a movie, I'm sitting down and watching it. Oh, look at that. You guys want to see these boats real quick? Check this shit out. Check all this cool shit out. I don't know if you can see this. Check out this cool shit over here. Can I flip it over? Oh, that's right. I can flip this over. Learn technology, Zen. What the fuck is wrong with you? Check this cool shit out. Surrounded by fucking millionaires, billionaires. If they knew who they were surrounded by. Well, I'm not surrounding anybody. I'm just standing here. Cool shit, huh? I'll come out here on a busy day sometime. It's dangerous. Letting Zen out with some white people. let Zen out with the white folk. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. I kid. I play. But yeah, it's interesting. You know, it's interesting coming coming from Baltimore and New Orleans. Like look up like, you know, chocolate cities. You know, loving in you know, Atlanta and all of these great cities with like the real true natives and you know, more melanated folk, and then to live somewhere where there just really isn't. There just really is not. And it's like it's interesting. It's interesting to see the difference between what money does to leverage things, right? Versus like what actual I don't know, you know, like family, like, you know, just earth ground, like earth people. You know, the difference in like dancing, the difference in the way that people, you know, what they want to know, what the first thing they ask is, what is their curiosities, what is their you know, how they go about, what do they think, what are they trying to get, what are they you know, because it's all about leveraging systems. It's I mean, the way I play with things, the way I play with words, but it's very interesting to me. I just haven't been in a very white, like super, you know, non-melanated area in a long time, and I came here on purpose. It gives me a different dialectic, a different type of people. I mean, there is this wonderful underbelly of the real Bama folk, you know, the real like you know, the redneck hillbilly kind of like that. I love that's family too. But and there's this other that thing, all the boats and all that shit. It's weird to me. It's so strange. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm sure I know what it is, but it's interesting. Yeah, I think I came here to try to give some people some soul or something. Yeah, I mean, you can't really give anyone soul. You can help them. You can hand them keys to unlock their own soul, their own. You know, they've only shackled their own soul up. I mean, and not even their soul, is like their spirit. Like their spirit body is the only thing that's shackled. It's like I had this dream where I had this dream last night. I had a bunch of cool dreams last night because I was sleeping with my really giant crystal. And one of my dreams was my hair got dreaded up, and that I trimmed my beard up. Yeah, the spectral dynamics, Leo Slayer. Yeah, it is. Like here there was a poem that I wrote in my head, and it had to do with clutching. It was like this idea of everybody I was watching, you know, as I'm watching them, like that seems like so weird, like the watchers, you know what I mean? Like we out here watching people. Like I'm not, and I guess I'm overseeing things, but like no judgment, just saying. I just watched these people clutch their girl, clutch their nuts, clutch their wallet. Like everybody wanted to pay the bill, everyone wanted to grab their nuts, everyone wanted to, you know, clutch this chick. And it was just so different than what I'm used to, you know? Like dancing is where it's at. Like everybody was talking to get something. Everybody was talking a game. Everybody was talking on gang out here. They're talking like to get some shit. what? Like we just talking shit. We just playing. Like it ain't even that serious. And then just to observe it, like in real time, you know, having lived in places where that was never the thing. You know, you live in cold climates, people ain't got time for that. People in cold climates, we're getting to where we need to be, so we can be indoors, so we can drink and shoot the shit and dance and be fucking loud, belligerent, retarded, blah blah blah. And in warm climates, depending on, you know, the type of people you're around, like we just out, it's hot out here. We just drink some watermelon, some liquor, let's have fun. But then like to be in a place where there's people that are really like about like grabbing on, holding on to their shit, and it was so weird. Well, enough about me. Let's get on with this. Let's get on with this dance. I dance with my tongue. Best tongue dancer this side of the Mason-Dixon line. Mason-Dixon line, yeah. Yeah. So, what you guys want to get into here? What you want to know about? How can we proceed forward with this insanity? How can we unshackle minds and relieve hearts from their stresses, and make your feet move, and make your booty shake? Hey, there you go. Hey, Leo Slayer, we said crazy. What's the root word of your locomotion? What's the root word of train? Locomotion? What's the root word? You're loco, man. Locomotion. Crazy motion. I mean, where do you think your tongue, this thing here, where do you think it starts at? How far do you think it goes down my throat, my thorax? How far does it go down into the trumpet? How far does it go down here? This might connect all the way to my taint. I mean, apparently, it seems as though for me to speak, I have to do something different with my feet, and I have to do something different with my testicles, and I have to do something different with my lower two abdomen. All the way down to the third ball. Thank you, Leo Slayer. All the way down to the third ball. That's how we keep things balanced. If you got one ball hanging lower than the other, shit's gonna be misbalanced. But if you get that third ball in the middle, we good. Just put that third ball in the middle. There's no arguing. The old long ball in the middle. Mm-hmm. Round and round, round we go. Anybody right there with the old I am Jove? What's up, KGOP? I ain't even never seen you before. I got a LOL out of you. You standing in the background. Finally got a LOL. Get your back off the wall. Get your back off the wall. Come to the front of the classroom. All of you with the backs on the wall. 24 people in here. About 14 of you ain't said shit. Get your back off the wall. Come ask a question. Rub the genie's lamp. Shit's real. The genie is real. The Tsar is real. You can't see me, I got limo tent over here. Shout out Milkbone. Milkbone back 1988, 1990s. Milkbone. You want to talk about the greatest white rapper ever? I mean, it's certainly Eminem for sure. I mean, if you ain't even white, I mean, that's I don't want to play that white black game. That's stupid. But if you know the non-melanated versions, Milkbone. Anybody know Milkbone? Y'all gonna do it right now. Go look up Milkbone and look up one of the first two songs that pops up. That's what you want to hear. And then in 3 minutes, everybody's like, "Oh my goodness, I had no idea." Thank you, Zen. I appreciate that. Man, I wish I had another computer here so I could play it for. But then I would have a copyright claim against this, and then my 62 cents that I'd make off this video wouldn't be in my back pocket. I'd be like, fuck, who's paying for this damn beer? Oh shit. Here we go. Mm. Oh, copyright. Yeah, copyright ain't heard in a bit. Like I've heard a little bit of him. Cage and Necro. I don't know them like that, Leo Slayer. Yeah, but you know Milkbone though. You might be the only one in the building, huh? Anybody else? Oh, hey, well, Craig Mackey, because I moved. I totally I put it on top of the. Remember I put it on top of the thing there, and it was right when I was moving from New Orleans to here, and I just forgot it was up there, so I didn't film the last day that I was there. I was just like packing in bullshit, but I'll do another one for you guys. Because I had a special part to that, which was I had another rice that like right after I got done doing the experiment, I was like, you know what? Let me go take one of my sigils. So I took one of my sigils, and I wrote my sigil on one of the things of rice. So that was just something that it was like a next level to things. It would be hard to explain to people why that worked unless you followed my videos. And then like, did he put a sigil, and why does it look different? So all of them turned out well different. Hold on a second, I gotta fuck with this weather. This is trying to rain at me. All right. So yeah, I'll do it again for you. I didn't film it. Hey, I am Jove. Milkbone, and what came up? What was the first three that came up? I'll tell you which one. Let's do. Nah, not to eugenics. No, that ain't right. Lies, what you talking about right now? Why you getting this? Man, hey, Lies 20, am I have to fucking cut you off right here? Am I gonna have to stop this? You getting the eugenics and tranny shit? Stop that. Stop it now, or I'll cut you off right now. I don't even want to hear this. I already told you earlier. We'll do it another time. Now I can smell through the computer. I'll give you one more opportunity to change your language and change your dialectic, or else I'll just cut you off. Yeah, thank you for reminding me though, Craig Mackey. I want to redo that. It was just so last minute, man. Cut you off, transgender? See, why you do that? Why you do that? Do it? Oh man. Oh, see, you want me to do it? Oh, you're so fucking hilarious. Why do you have any videos out, Lies 21? You got any videos? Do you make any videos? Do you put your face on camera? Do you say anything, or do you just type in, you just comment in people's rooms, or do you make videos? I can tell. At first you seem kind of cool, now you seem like kind of off-putting. Like you're kind of making my beer taste a little sour. I'll let everybody else tell me if you become too troublesome for the room. I don't really care. You can say anything you want. Much love to you, my friend, whoever you are. If you are a human being or if you are a computer, I love you the same. But come on, give me something good to talk about. I already said I don't want to talk about transgenders today. We already talked about that shit earlier. It does. And if you do, if you are a transgender, I'm happy to help you with that. Like, I'm happy to talk about it. Just, I mean, hit me on we'll do it a little something on the side. But like, we 50 minutes in here. I told you at the beginning that ain't this show, homie. I know, like, no, do it. Treat me the way that I knew I had to be treated. Mail and email. Email me. Don't email me. Female me. Has anybody come out with that yet? What's up, Eilear? Has anybody come out with that? Because like right now, we are the generation of email. I mean, I'm sure it's been done. Is anybody got female? Like, if I go, here's my address. It's zen@email.com. Is there zen@female.com? I'm sure there is, and there's got to be, of course. And there's something that I could, yeah, Danny Skylark. And if somebody wants to open up like a real cool shit, like that hasn't been done, that I know hasn't been done, a different kind of email, it's funny. It's a funny of spelling some shit. Oh, you got a super champion rocker? Good to see you, man. I'm happy that you had no problems today, or whatever day you filmed that. The only problem that you had is you got some long ass toenails or some long ass toes, man. Oh, there it is. There's the air. There's the air changing, freshening up a little bit. Ah, there we go. Torrance Gardens in the room. Thank you for showing up, my friend. Hey, first of all, I'll respond to that in 1 second, Torrin, because I was tripping out with me and your favorite new best friend that you're gonna body paint soon. We were tripping out on you last night a little bit. Did I impress your friend? Your friend, because you said say some stupid shit. Make sure my friend knows you're righteous, you the God or whatever. Did I impress your friend? And the principle of mentalism is above the principle of gender. This is fucking correct. Because any gender, because we spit this shit into a blender, right? You can say anything you want, whether you're a male, female, or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. But when you talk, if your eyes are closed, it's all the same language. We all came out the same O going, speaking language. It don't matter. I mean, yeah, when we put our body parts on here, you know, it gives us a chance to interact in a different way. But I'm interacting right now. Like I say like everything you think gets altered. Like you're at the altar of God right now. And it's only because you choose to. I give you free offerings. I say if you don't like this teaching, move on. This is not for you. You're not bound to anything I say. I'm not your God. I'm not your leader. I'm not your guru. But if you choose to say, I will alter the way that you believe in the world, because I will change the way you use words. That way you can change your world. And yeah, we were. Hey, Torin, because we were saying you were. If may I say out loud, we say you're the golden child. You're like God's only son. You're the golden child. Like I never when I first started fucking with you, I didn't realize, like, I still don't even know how old you are, because that's irrelevant to me. But like, because I saw your artwork and it's like, this dude is a genius. And then I listened to you talk a couple times. It's like, man, this dude is serious. Like you're like next level. Like you're not even from this planet. Like you're interdimensionally traveling on some vibrations and some waves that people have no clue about. Like I knew that when I first started, like tagging with you, but I didn't, I didn't say Torrance Garden. I never said anything profound ever once in my life. I just rap freestyle for everybody. So yeah, that's funny. Do you know who I'm talking about? Yeah, Tori, you know who I'm talking about? Rise Now. Me and Rise Now were chatting about you. I mean, she was saying, like, she's like, damn, that dude is like super serious. Like, I mean, you're so yeah. That see. You want me to say something enlightening, and then he goes, floating from vibe to vibe. That's all any of this is. Just straight, just murders everybody. Everybody's like, oh, is that what it is? Nobody has a clue what anything is. You think this is a beer can? I don't know. Is it a beer can? Like, on this side of the screen, this might be made of sugar, and I might be able to just eat it. It's not made of sugar. I mean, I think it's aluminum, but who would know? Too many barriers between our mind and what we are. Good to see you, Torn. And always good to see you, Danny Skylark. But I see you one-on-one, so. Divine Hazel, good to see you. Put these back on. Can't give people too much light. I was gonna put my hair down today, but I thought that would be a bad idea. So what's up, yeah? What's up, everybody? Got one more beer in me. I'm almost finished with this one. The pear was a little too sweet for right now. I should have started my day off with this, but I didn't know anything about it. One more beer and I'll be I'm about to be a little bit recluse. Well, thank you, MK the Bear. I like your new picture you have here, by the way. You never used to have a picture, and I'm sorry I can't see it so well because on a phone, like your picture is like as big as my pinky. I can't really see what's going on there. So I'll check it out. I'll check it out a little later. It looks like some. Did you draw that? Can't really. Ah, you drew on your. Yeah. It's just mad tiny to me right now. What I need is I'm gonna get myself a projector unit for my house, so that I can project this whole thing up on a wall, like 108-inch giant screen, and then I could, yeah. Super Champion Rocker is mixing spirit. Hey Danny, you on the Jamie tonight, huh? Super Champion Rocker, is mixing spirits a bad idea? Because you always have to give complex answers to simple questions, which I always do. It's a terrible idea if you don't know what you're doing. It's like this. If you go and hang out with one person, it's a good old time. If you hang out in a party, it could go all wrong. That's a group of spirits. Yes or no? You go hang out with 12 people. Are you not with 12 spirits? I don't care if nobody drinks. There's 12 different spirits. So now, if what I could do is I could internalize the 12 spirits. If instead right now I'm at this table and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 more chairs and myself. If I could drink 5 different beverages. So today I've already had I've had 4 different beverages today. I've had tequila. I've had gin. I've had wine, and I've had beer. I've had 4 beverages, 4 different spirits. And that seems to be unifying correctly with my being, whatever I am, as a conduit, whatever. But would I suggest somebody else to go do that? I don't think so. You'd have to know who you are. As if you want to be a being, if you want to stand here and be a being, you're not going to be able to fuck with 12 people. If you're a conduit, 12 people is easy. 12 spirits, 12 energies, 12 ideas. That's easy. You can have 1,000 ideas. I mean, some of them might contradict it, but fuck it, we got 1,000 ideas. Who cares? But as far as like ingesting, if we just get like, okay, Zan, you're going too far with this shit. Let's just get right. I mean, can we drink 12? Can we drink a different spirit? It depends on your constitution. Like, do you believe that like red wine is what you need? Drink your red wine and be happy with it. If you want to play, you want to mix. You want to have mixed nuts. You want to have mixed parties. You want to, get up in the whole mixer. In a mixer, that means if we go to a mixer, I'm gonna drink whatever I drink, and this person's gonna drink what they drink, and I'm gonna be fucking with a bunch of different spirits. Can everybody handle that? I mean, when you walk out in public, you working with that anyways. Most people just, what they do is they blind themselves to the fact that everybody is a different spirit, and so everybody is like on their phone, and we cancel out all spirits, and we're just here inside of a little digital device. We introvert ourselves, which is fine. You need to do it. You need to introvert yourself. So the answer is very simple and very complicated. The simple thing is don't do it unless you know what you're doing. And the simple way to do it is start with one spirit, and then start with your friend. Then you and your friend, and then you and a friend and another friend. Okay, now we triangulate this shit. Can I deal with 3 spirits? Okay, then we got 4 people. Can we all get along? Oh shit, can we get a 5th in here? Now all of a sudden it's a fucking party. Well, the party people throw up at. People vomit. There's too many spirit, too much energy, too many different variables, because spirits look like this. Here's one spirit, here's another spirit. Now all of a sudden you throw all those energies into your body. Now if you breathe like that, you might throw up. If you drink like that, you might throw up. If you smoke like that, you might throw up. If you get around people like that, that's what happens. It's just different energies. So hopefully that is an overarching umbrella to the ideas that you want to be termed spirit. So that's spirit knowledge. And do I dig mead? Yeah, I do. I just got to be with the right people because it's too sweet. Mead is honey. Mead is hive mind. This is why you can't find. Can you find mead anywhere? You can't find mead. because it's hive mind. It's part of the witches. It's part of the witches' brew. So you can only drink. Where do you find mead at? I'll give a little pause on that. Where do you find mead at? You have to go to a Renaissance festival to find mead. You have to go to a Renaissance festival to find mead. Yeah, you can find it where you're at. Like, you can find it, you know what I'm saying? But like proper mead, right there. Just told you. Proper mead, you have to go to a Renaissance festival, because the Renaissance is all about the bringing back up of the energy of the earth and the spirits and those kind of games and things, the artisans and the magicians and the jokers and the meads, the real magicians. So that's where you go and find mead. I mean, I like it a lot. It's just, you can't, there's not too many people you can drink it with, and there's not too many places to find it. And I love port wine. Port wine has been my favorite for a long time, because I'm a pirate. And I like to come to port, sweeten things up, go out to sea, find the sweet shit, mix it with the heavy shit. This is what they did. This is what, you know, the original port comes from Portugal. Portugal the man. Portugal. It's not just from being in a port, but it's from Portugal. But it's reminiscence. It's what it is. It means you come into port and you get your really strong beverage, which you don't really want to drink all the time, and then you cut it. You're cutting wine down. So you're cutting down a wine that is. You got a 13% wine, you got a 40% alcohol, and you're upgrading. And when I said cutting down the wine, I misspoke there. I apologize. You're improving the wine up to about 19%. You're taking the liquor and you're adding the liquor to the wine to make it capable of going out to sea, because wine will spoil at sea, because 13% alcohol won't last. If you open a bottle of wine, it's going to go bad, yes? So 13.5 ain't working. 13 ain't working. 12 ain't working. This ain't working. So you put little liquor in there, upgrades it, you can take it out to sea. Now you have a port wine, because people would rather drink wine. Let's be honest, nobody really wants rum. You know me, be just stumbling all over the fucking place on a ship, 40%, 80%, 90%, 100%, or excuse me, 80, 90, 100 proof. So 40, 50% alcohol. You don't be fucking with that all the time. It's ridiculous. You want to have a nice little beverage to drink. So you want port wine. So that's the mixture. It's the perfect mixture. It's just sweet enough, but it's sharp enough so you don't drink too much. But port is my favorite. So there you go. Yeah, so so Danny said the Viking blood. Yeah, the Vikings are part of the ports too. The Vikings ported all the time. That's why they like the blood. What's up, Tsar? It's good to see you, my friend. Yeah, port and mead. Port and mead are two really, really good things. Mead is what you get when you're staying on land, because mead is going to be like, what, 6 to 9% most of the time. And the port, after you're drinking that honey mead, then you could actually take the honey mead and turn it into a port, which is a whole nother thing. But the honey mead, when you're on land, and you take the grapes from the wine, the sweet stuff, and then you mix it and you go off to sea. Like that's the trip right there. You're just playing with the amount of spirit within something. Fonseca is really good. Oh, Danny, when you get the aged stuff, yeah, you start to get a little of that oak or whatever's in there, and you're cutting down a little bit of that sweetness. Yeah, I mean there you go, Danny. That's the proper way to do it. But this is why port from Portugal is the proper. It's like saying champagne. You know what I mean? If I say champagne, it has to come from Champagne region in France. It means the name is champagne. And it means champion, but it has to come from that place. You can get champagne from anywhere, but you're supposed to call it sparkling wine. It's the same thing. It's just where it came from. It's like saying port is wine in Burgundy, brandy. But you can mix anything with wine to get the same results. You could mix it with rum. You could mix it with whiskey. You can make scotch. I mean, whiskey is scotch, but you know what I'm saying? You just naming things is funny. Tsars, do yourself a you know, half and half. You know, make a tea and then smoke some. So that way you get to know the same elements in two different realms. You can put it in the tea and you drink it, and all of a sudden it's in your blood, and you smoke it and it's in your lungs. And it's the same elements from its two divine qualities, the liquid quality and the etheric quality. Yeah, lavender sage is good stuff. Sage is strong. I like lavender. I like lavender as a like a accoutrement, a little extra. But yeah, the sage. All right, one more beer. One more beer. You guys got me for one more beer. I think I'm gonna stay here for it. As much as I'd like to go to one of these two other locations here. This is comfortable to me. I'll bring you guys inside again. Don't cause any problems in here. I'm gonna cause problems on my own. Thank you.
I really am like the happiest thing in the world.
Is that the one with the apple and all that?
I can't do any more sweet stuff, guys. It's gonna have to be a sour beer or just something normal. I think it's gonna be a sour beer. Yeah, it's all wine over here. It's gonna be a sour one right now. It's amazing. It just I would have to start with it.
He says it's amazing.
It's too sweet for me right now.
Oh, see, I don't do sweet. What are you trying now?
Something that I know I like.
What's that one?
Dogfish.
Yeah, the dogfish head, sour. I love sours.
Dogfish head.
No, I hate that too. That tastes better. Did you not like the pear?
Is this a beer?
It's really good. It just.
Is that a beer?
I wish I had bought a pear just for them. Because these two, they were like, you hate it, we would love it. And they would hate it. Yeah. They would not like the pear, the grizzly pear.
Right, yeah.
That's good. I like that one. I like that too. And I like the blood orange one too that's in there.
That's the hair of the dog, you know.
The grizzly pear is not like I'm gonna mess up.
Well, I'm saying it's sweet like that. You get that little sweetness out of it. You know, in the morning, you got a headache. What you want is sugar. You want a little sugar. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want a little something nectar to suck on?
Yeah, but I'm not sure grizzly pear is the nectar.
What is the nectar?
You want?
Tell me about the nectar. Okay. Oh, you like my favorite color. Yeah. I know.
I like this.
Oh yeah. Yes. This one of my favorites.
I really do like that.
Yeah.
I want to be a verb too. Dude, that's right. That's right.
Purple, my favorite.
Everything in action.
Yeah, baby. Purple is my favorite color.
Me too.
Royalty.
Nails and toes.
I love
And shirt.
royalty. We like that.
That's right. You know, I'm not a very loyal purple kind of girl. I like the light sauce of blue purple.
Yeah, I don't even dress like that. I just keep it. I don't even put my hair down. Just keep it up. Can't let anybody know.
What's that?
I I will show you. That's what I like to see.
How long?
The eggs, there's a lot of smoke.
Way long. That's great.
She just knows y'all are
So much smoke.
Oh.
It was good, but let me tell you, I'm
Yeah, it's longer than mine.
You married in your 3 hands.
That smell is very familiar to me. But I can taste it. Patchouli and something.
No, never. I don't even.
No?
I am not a crusty hippie. Fuck that shit.
I didn't say that.
Patchouli says that.
No. No.
Wait, oh, it might be. That's just my
See?
stinking,
See?
that's just my stinking ass right there.
No, that has a very familiar smell. I can't place it though.
Well, if you need to research more, I'll be out there. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you also.
What were we talking about, y'all? Sorry about that. Okay. No. Never done such a damn thing. All right, where are we at here? I'm back here looking at tars for a second here. Yeah, once you blend things with the MJ, that's the way to go. Leo Slayer, they didn't have Michelob. They had some shit beer in there. I kind of wanted that, but yeah, Tecate with lemon and Tapatio is pretty nice. What's up, Mike S? Who says always coming with the super jokes? I've been telling you, smell like soy sauce. The soy sauce in a head shop. That's like, yeah. I mean, I would have probably tried to like spit a little game, but I think she was there with like kind of her dude or whatever. I don't want to be fucking with dudes like that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna have to go back and work on that. That was just like something to do. My musk. So what's up, y'all? Zen back in the building. Actually, we ain't in the building. We outside. We outside doing things differently. We got beach time atmosphere. We got trees. We got boats. We got wine everywhere. Good smelling things. What y'all want to know? What you want to get into? We just spit some funny shit. Yeah, I know. Villains don't even exist. Villains just fall. It's like Al told you. Pink cookies in a plastic bag getting crushed by buildings. Just everything falling apart. For people that ain't paying attention. For people that ain't paying attention, shit is falling apart. For people that are paying attention, we're building things. What do you think about that? Now, the worst thing here is if that place over there is playing some music and is so far in the background, somebody fucking copyright claims this shit because there's some fucking idiotic music being played next door that I got like goddamn fucking, I don't know, name some stupid ass band and they copyright claim my goddamn video. Sorry, I'm gonna keep swearing. I'm swearing. I know I've done this a couple videos sometimes. So I saw some popcorn. Huh. Oh, you know what's playing next door? Oh wait, it sounds like a remix. It's like a remix of an old song by like, yeah. Yeah, Leo Slayer, yeah, like, yeah, you know what? If I went that far out, like looking like I do, plus stanking like that, it's dangerous, man. I've done that before. And I go, why is everybody looking at me? Then I was like, let me throw a hoodie on. That's gonna really help. If I throw a hoodie on and stinking like weed, looking like I do, that ain't good. That ain't good. So I just fucking, I'd rather be dressed out like, I'd rather be dressed the nines, stinking like weed. Do I know about rosemary tars? I don't know specifically. Like, I mean, I know of the plant. You know, I've used it. I've never smoked it. I've never really made a tea out of it before. You know, I mean, I get the rosary and all of that shit, but I've never really, no. Yeah, attention. You're right, Unstance. That is absolutely right. Attention. Yeah, well, I mean, look at the word one more time that you just wrote there, Unstance. It's split it up. It's a 10, and then you comma, and then Zion, or so it creates a 1 and a 0 within Zion, which is tension is, or a tent. It's so a tent of Zion or tension or 10 Zion is the same exact value. Yeah, I mean, nothing should ever be fucking a copyright issue, because like I'm not like sitting out here, hey guys, do you want to listen to this fucking music over here, as I'm 2 hours into a video, and then like I got these bands that are making billions and millions of dollars saying, hey, let me get a little piece of that Zen material. It's not that they're doing it, I get it, but just the fact that like somehow there's some sort of you know, whatever shit running in the background to like just pick up on sound, like, oh, and there, well, there's the sound from, oh, like they're running Shazam in the background is what's happening. I mean, it's that easy. I try to get away from music. I try to keep it silent over here. Hey, Zach Chrono, how you? I go Super Saiyan on my own, you know. I'm just saying. And if you give me something to go off on, I will. But I think I've gone off on most things. I mean, I don't know what I haven't really already covered. I've already done the lawnmowers. I've already done the houses. I've already done the electricity. I've already done the governmental systems. I've done the conspiracies. I've done the cars. I've done. I mean, there's really not much I haven't just gone off on. I just okay. Just tell me what it is. Let's go. Shake the table. Look at raw. I don't even need a cameraman to make that do that. Look at raw. Existentialism. I don't even know what that means. Tell me what that word means and maybe I'll do it. I've never heard the word before. So, if you want me to like break the word down for you, because I said earlier, let's do some decoding within the English language. Like existentialism starts with the word exit. So exist is exits, or you could do exits 10. You could do exit 10s. We were just talking about tension. So in existentialism, you have tension, which is, you know, I mean, it's not the whole word of tension, but you're getting to that kind of the root of all words is, you know, find it in there. Is it in the middle? Is it the beginning? You know, is it the root word? Is the precursor to the word? You know, post, whatever. But there's a density within words. So if I were to speak a word, here's how I figure it out. If I were to speak a word, how do I actually go about when I'm harmonizing, when I'm finding some part of my body to say a word with, I'm finding the essence of the word somewhere in there. If I say existentialism, where is it trailing off? Where is it really profound? What do I? Is it exist? Do I exist? So that one's a really tough one because you're kind of all over the map there. You're using a lot of different variables. You might say different, but I'd say exist. Existentialism has to do with existence. So I would say, is my existence a talisman's? I would get into talismans. I see talismans in there. You see talismans right there? Just go through the letters, and you'll see T-A talisman. Yeah. Divine light, that's cool stuff. I like that. What's I'm looking at here? See if I'm gonna be able to catch this movie, or if I even should. Is it even a good idea? Is it a good idea to go watch this movie? Or should I just go spit some fucking game to this chick? And she wasn't even my style at all. She was completely like. I've definitely been with chicks like her before. She's cool. I mean, she'd be a lot of fun, but yeah, not my style. And especially get off a 9-month hiatus of just saying no. Yeah, potentialism. A clever humanist. TsarXen, thanks a lot. Yeah, that's me. But I talk and think only as like my talking and my thinking is only subservient to my spirit, and my spirit is only subservient to then there's no subservience. I have fucking no idea. I talk and speak like this, but if I'm not on here doing this, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna just as many people know, like I don't care to do this. I like doing it. Don't get me wrong. I have fun. I have fun doing this with you guys. I mean, I do. But that kind of it's like spirit talk or whatever. Is she too southern for me? No, her general demeanor and body type. I could tell. Like, I mean, like she'd probably be like, she's the kind of chick that wants to choke me. Because we started off the conversation when like we disagreed on how good the first beer that I had was, and she was disagreeable by nature, because she had to be. I mean, she was cute. She was cute. Blonde hair. I don't really fuck with blonde hair chicks. Usually because they don't fuck with me. But that might get back to like my first love of my life and when I was in high school and blah 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 and all that shit. I don't know, but. Nah, she was cool. I liked her. I'm sure we would have got along. Maybe we'll see about that. I feel like Matt Damon. I'm gonna have to go see about this girl. I don't think he did it in that deep of a voice though. I think he said something like, I'm gonna have to go see about this girl. I'm gonna have to go see about this girl. Danny Lark, don't ever call me Tiger. How dare you? Only in person do you call me Tiger, and that's for different reasons. Don't you? I'm not a tiger, and I'm barely a lion. I'm like an elephant with gorilla tendencies. And if I gotta throw the hair down and be a lion, I will. Cause what up, man? Unless you want to get underwater, we can be sharks or mimic octopuses. Unless you like multiple octopuses, we call them pussies. Octopussies. That'd be like 16 pussies. Or if you want to fly around, caw-caw. We could play Eagle Scouts, or we could play with a bunch of crows. Unless you want to get really birdie with it. Oh, guys, check it out. I just found the sun. Look at this. Check it out, guys. I'm gonna flip it around. Well, at first, I saw it in the window. You see it right there? You see the sun right there? It's right in the middle. There's the sun right there. Should we? Do you want me to? Hey, do you guys want me to do some cool shit? Yeah. Do you want me to? You want me to cut that sun through the clouds right now? It's a lot of cloud cover, but I think we could do it. You guys would have to help me with this. You see it right there? We could rip that. We could rip that whole thing. We could rip that whole sky wide open, and that sun would just. They're trying to cover it up. Here, how about this? We'll just change it this way. See, that's all you gotta do. Just change up the angle a little bit. I need a more spectacular phone case that allows me to adjust where I put the phone, because I want to put the phone just like this. Let me see if my beer will hold the thing up. Oh, it's almost there. Just stay right there. Oh, fuck. Is this good enough? Oh, I put my necklace back on. Sorry, I had a little. Oh, I forgot, because we were talking about all these animals, and which one. And we talk about a lot about spirit animals, and the snake obviously is part of the dynamic. I don't. Cats have always been part of my life, but I don't fuck with cats because cats don't fuck with me because I'm not a cat. Like, I mean, I'm a cat because I'm a snake and a lion, and so cats are kind of scared of me. Cats tend to be kind of scared of me because I'm the actual I'm both a lion and a snake. They're actually the hybridized creature. And so whenever I walk around cats, they're kind of curious as to like why is this lion mane walking around, but then I'm snake-like, and they're like, wait, and they can't figure out who their mother or father is. They can't figure out if the lion is their father, and the snake was their mother, or how did that work? So cats, in general, throughout my life, I've had cats that are just like completely. They either run away from me, like will not even come near me, or are my best friends. Like, just simple as that. Dogs are always cool with me. Me and dogs are good. Elephants. The only one time I went to a zoo, I started fucking freaking out. I mean, I did. I had to. Y'all know I had to do this. I went to a zoo and I started freaking out and yelling at everyone. I was like, I went completely autistic. I was like, fuck you people for being here. You're paying for these animals to be enslaved and entrapped in cages. Fuck you. Hope you all die. I was going off on these people. I wasn't even drunk, which was pretty awesome too. So I was just like sitting there, just like, I was talking to all the animals in the cages. I was like, yo, when I break you out, we're about to fucking crack all of these people's heads open. I'm not even here to stare at you. I'm here to talk to you. Yeah. Zoos? Yeah. New York Zoo. Oh. I seen this most wonderful, beautiful image that I've ever seen on the internet. There was all these white people. They were sitting there at the zoo, and this gorilla blasted with a big pile of shit right in the face. I was like, oh. I was like, you've been living your whole life, and all of a sudden you got a whole pile of shit in your face. I was like, I don't know how karma works. I don't know anything about anything, but I'm certain you deserve that. Just a pile of shit right in your fucking face. I was like, I actually like, you know, I've never masturbated to anything so hard in my life. I was like, do it again. I was like, do it again. I put that shit on replay. I was like, oh. I was like, fucking yes. Shit-faced granny is right, my ass. So I had to change this because I'm drinking right-handed right now. You know how, I don't know if anybody knows, I always switch hands, but I feel like right-handed drinking right now. I drink right-handed with my people. I drink left-handed with people I don't know. Watch me do it. I'm going next door right now. Left-handed drinking all day. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. Zoos. I'm trying to get this phone to work the way that I want it to. Oh, that would. Oh, holy shit! Look at, I figured it out, y'all. Fucking yes. Look at me. Use my fuck. Holy shit! I had a brain after all. There's these little notches in the table here. All I had to do was change where I was sitting, and then I can use the notch in the table to grab a hold of the phone, and then the back side of it will. Oh, that's not. Oh, it's too silky. All right, try one more time, guys. I'm sorry, I don't have a professional filmographer out here. It's just me doing this, and I kind of suck at most things. Yeah, Leo Slayer, that's fucking hilarious. You say that. I never thought of it that way. But that is the god darndest truth if I ever heard one. Now you got me looking around to figure out some obstacles that I could put in my. Oh, here we go. You shitty ass phone. Now you guys gotta deal with this. You gotta deal with me fucking with this. Everybody sees. Okay. There. Okay. No more. Last chance, yo. Oh shit, that worked. See, isn't it funny when you get all frustrated and you just like jam the shit in there? I kind of just did like I just kind of duct taped it together. I just threw my keys underneath the phone. So this is an odd position where I'm holding the. Cool, that worked out. Awesome. I'm with family. I'll drink left-handed. Doesn't feel right. I only use my left hand for two things. Texting and masturbating. That's what we got. That's all I got right now. I'll put these back on. You can't see me. The blue tacky shit. Yeah. If I had some bubble gum or something, or just regular planned obsolescence, unless of course you know what you're doing with it. And then you can look as lovely and glorious and luxurious as you like, as long as you like. You can maintain this body for many, many moons. Many century. I remember back when the horse and the carriage and the buggy. I mean, that was in my late years. Even before that, though. You guys got me to the end of this beer, so you better get in here and ask some good questions. I just got the phone all set up real nice. I feel like the angle's real good. I got nice background. I got isn't this nice? Hey, you said your spelling is bad today. Had too many rums last night. You talking about the rum diaries? I think that's probably why I won't go see a movie, because I'll probably have the rum diarrheas. Leo Slayer, you like the rum? I've done the rum a couple times. You know what that's funny is, like, as piratey as I am, rum has never served me well. I don't. It's too sweet for me. It's too It causes me like crooked aloofness all the time immediately. Like I can't. there's whatever the dark shit is in there. What you said, the dark matter. Like I can do a lot of dark shit. Like I mean, I can fuck with sweet things. I can fuck with really dark beers. I can fuck with, but the dark rum just doesn't work. I can fuck with all the liquor that nobody else can fuck with, but rum, I never really drank it like that. Yeah, isn't it, Tars? Isn't that great? Just the complete cyclical vortexing of how the mind and body works, expelling and inspiring. Shaman Clown in the building, outside, in the random access memory situations of the outdoor environments. How are you doing today? What would you like to talk about? And anybody that does not know here, I would suggest fully and wholeheartedly that what you do is you go ahead and stop listening to me just for 1 second, click on Shaman Clown's name, and go subscribe to him. And whatever he has to say, I completely endorse, because I've looked at his face one time and I knew exactly whatever he said was 100% absolute fact. And the last video he made, I wouldn't say go listen to it right now, because I say give me my last couple minutes here. Go listen to that video. He's an amazing human, and he's barely human. I'm not sure, like, he's a shaman, but I don't know if he knows how not human he is. I was holding onto this giant crystal last night, and I met a couple of people. Was Mr. Shaman Clown one of them? Shaman Clown, I'll take these off for you. It's good to see you, man. He has no idea what an inspiration he has been in my life. A very, 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 just one time, just one dose of the Shaman Clown, just hearing his voice. You know, a lot of videos I talk about the resonant quality of the way that you speak, where it comes from. Oh, and as soon as I did that, this beautiful aroma just came by me. It was a green herbaceous plant. You put it on fish. So when you speak an aroma. You bring an aroma, you listen to things, and you see things, and they become this vibrational thing within your system. One of the places you hold it is in your heart, and one place you hold it is in your nuts. And the other place where it portals out of is your throat. And what he holds in his nuts, well, I never seen what he holds in his nuts. But I'm guessing it's we didn't do this the other day, but we went through the Celtic astrology tree chart, and I don't think you were there for it, and to figure out what everybody's tree was, and I would love to figure out what yours is. So hit me up with that. But I know that, like, the vibration that you hold within inside of the center of your being, which is the center of your being is actually your belly button, which is where you're born from. So your birthing channel was straight. Like, you were born, like, this is why you said in your world you've never really faced any, like you just had a good, smooth life, and you will always continue to. But what you hold in your heart is of a higher value than other people. And I can hear that. I see Shaman Clown got to come in here in the room. Make me put my sunglasses back on. Yeah. Moments of relaxation. Hey, Shaman Clown, you called her Dabby? She is the kind of cat to be taking dabs, yo. Dab it up. Oh, Tars. Hey, Tars, I just missed your comment here, but yeah, you about to get a red sweet wine every time you enter strange energy realms. Yeah, the red sweet wine will do it, man, because the red is the blood, right? Well, Tars, what you've been saying in your last few videos, you always say blood. You always say blood. What up, blood? What up, blood? So you stay crypt, right? So you crypt well, crypt is kryptonite, but crypt is also like the cryptic or the well, it's not a death image, but it's to take language and to turn it into something that other people can't understand. Certain people can understand you. I can understand you, and we understand each other. But then you take the blood and you put it over the crypts. So you put the red on the blue, and so you've been saying blood. So now you say every time you want some sweet. When you enter a realm, you take sweet red wine. So you take blood into the room with you. So that blood is that nectar. The nectar is a syrup. That cough syrup was always in red. Never sold you blue cough syrup. They sold you some green. Green was a different kind of cough syrup. But that red nectar of wine, the grapes, purple grapes, red grapes, it's all in that category. It's up here, right? So collapsing that kind of, you know. I mean, you already know what I'm saying. Like I'm just saying it from the way that I know to speak the words that like other people, like if they came and listened to you, they're like, I know what he's saying is correct, but they can't hear your words correctly because you do this differently than other people. But I'm saying it exactly for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know why I gotta say do you? Yeah. So yes, of course, that's the correct. You have answered the question that wasn't even asked correctly. Yeah. Well, Shaman Clown, you in the room? Are you in here for a minute? Shaman Clown, you around for a second? Because if you are, what I will do is I will embark on one last beverage because the movie that I'm going to go watch it isn't for about 45 minutes anyways. And if I don't see it, I don't see it. But I'll go grab one more beverage for you. Well, should I drink as let's see who we got in here. As Tar said, should I drink the red stuff? Should I drink more beer? Should I go to white wine? So I'm at a wine shop right now, and I can drink wine or beer. They don't have liquor here, and I wouldn't do liquor anyways. I already liquored this morning. So I already went through. I'm sitting at different stages of the table, going around in a circle here. White wine, sweet or just normal, just like a Chardonnay. You like an oak Chardonnay, or you want like something more sophisticated? Should I get my sophistication on? Danny, shut up. I didn't ask you. I'm not asking you. Some Chardonnay? Okay. I'll bring you inside with me. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. Hopefully this little chickie do is inside. I can still spit a little game to her. Damn you all, I love you. Let's go inside. Let's go grab this thing. And as I always say, don't cause a problem when I'm inside. Don't make a fool of me. I can do that on my own. Well, thank you for the door.
No worries. You're not coming back this way, right? We're going to stand back the doors.
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
Yeah. Keep
Cool.
the rain out. The rain comes
Oh. I can keep the rain away. You know I'm a shaman, right? I can keep the rain away. It doesn't have to come in.
You can do that. Go right ahead on. But we're still going to put the sandbags
Okay.
down just in case. Just in case.
No rain though. Okay.
Have you heard that?
Okay, y'all give me a second.
There you go. You're welcome. You don't need a copyright. You all set, or are you going to go in for one more before we close?
One more it is. What
One
time
more?
you close?
6.
What time are you looking at? I'll give you some money.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You can always take it to go, too.
I'll just walk in somewhere that's open a little later.
1980 and I wasn't marked.
Bathrooms in the back?
In the front,
Have
around the
fun.
corner.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, have a beautiful day.
You too.
See you around soon.
Are you putting guy?
I'm leaving you all on the table, and then I'm gonna go next door. You get a whole new zen and a whole new environment. Stay here. If someone steals the phone, tell me who it is. Holy mess of hell. Let's see. Let's see if they're open next door. You guys come in a little venture with me. Normally it's just Zen talk. You can go on a Zen adventure. Let's find out. We got let's see if this place is gonna be open. This is open? Let's find out. Let's see. Let's talk to these people. Oh, they got a pool table in here too. They got a pool table in here. Wonderful. How you doing? What time you guys open till?
Until?
Yeah.
We are up until 2.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
AM.
AM, PM, it's like, it depends on when you wake up. Like,
Yeah, it really does. I mean, technically.
is it going to be dark or is it going to be light out? Too?
It's definitely going to be dark.
Okay, there we go.
Sure. But it's going to be a bright moon, so.
All right. So are you a moon child?
Well, I do love the moon and the sky, but yeah, sun, moon, doesn't matter. I like it all.
Good.
Like, what can I get for you?
Apparently, I would like some beer. Do you have Yingling? Do you have Yingling? Easy enough. And I could take this on the porch?
Yep.
Cool.
You can take it anywhere around the wharf.
Cool. Thank you.
It's going to be a lot for you.
What's your name?
Natalie.
Hi, Natalie. My name is Zen.
What is it?
Zen.
Zen?
Very nice to meet you. Of course, man.
Matchbox here.
Jump in there, man. Oh, no worries, man.
There you are, Zen.
Thank you, Natalie. I'm us, the proverbial.
Yeah.
You'll be here.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Is there a chance you have a way to plug this phone in? Maybe?
There's a place to plug it in, but I don't have a cord.
Yeah, okay.
That's her cord there. Oh, but there's an iPhone cord, I think, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't got an iPhone though.
Yeah, and I don't have a cord in mine, so anyway.
No worries. Thank you.
But
Okay, look at that. Back out here. Oh, should I get a super comfy chair or a sort of comfy chair? Huh? What do we got here? Oh, this is the right one over here. Got it. Okay, thanks for waiting. That was a long wait. Thanks for sticking with us through the commercial break there. We had to deal with commerce there. And what you all have now is Oh man, you guys got a very small percentage of Zen left. The phone's gonna die on its own. Just a very, very. I don't know. Can you see me, y'all? I don't know how much phone. I don't know how much energy I got left in this phone, but I'll give it to you anyways. I get nobody to call. Figured that shit out later. Sound is gone. Yeah, here, hey, you guys, if I brighten the screen up to read this shit, I get less time with you. Honestly. Yeah, you guys can watch me play pool sometime. I'll bust ass. Like pool is simple. Where are we at here? Oh, I can hear it. I can hear somebody that wants to give me their phone charger. Okay. Tars, what kind of energy does beer give me? I'll start there. Beer is a weird one, right? So you got three types of energy. Y'all can still hear me? You got 3 types of energy. And it has to do with carbonation, fermentation, and distillation. Oh man.